Hello and welcome back, Commanders and Commanderettes. Chesty Puller here with another War Commander video. As promised, I am back with a solution for Commander, Officer Base 2. This is an instant repair way. As I often say, less is more. We're going to use two units, Rhino X and Copperhead. And Copperhead is only going to be there to take out a few things in the front. To be honest, I'm not even sure if this part is necessary. Um, I might be able to do this whole base with Rhino X, and we'll do a test on that a little bit later. But there's quite a few things here in the front of the base that can cause a problem. The first thing you want to do is get rid of these two roaming dogs, and this one should come to me, but I'm opening the wall just in case. And we'll take him out as well. He's a problem for my Copperhead. So, and then as you can see, I fully repair just by hitting the wall. It's kind of nice that they have all that wall there for us. For sure, this railgun is easier to take out with the Copperhead. Um, and I can get a couple of these tanks here before he can take a shot at my Rhino. And then what we want to do is make sure we have the shock op on. So I'm not quite sure what shot me there. I think it was those dogs. Those dogs are a problem. So let's see if we can clear up some of these dogs. When you have limited units, as they give you here, I used to love the bases that had air base, but these units are not as great. We've got better units than these for air. And once you get used to better air units, then like I don't use the Copperhead. I don't use any of these heroes, and I don't use any of their base units. I suppose the only purpose for them at all is for the skirmish event because they're not great units. There's nothing really that special about them. What I really want to do that's a has a very long range on that hunter, and I think that may be what got me on my helicopter. So I want to get rid of that hunter. The main problem for the Rhino X is going to be the cryo and the GEO. There's one GEO turret and there is two cryos. Those are going to be the main problem for your Rhino X. So I hit a little bit more of the wall there to put a little bit more healing on my Rhino X. You don't really want him to get down too low. It seems to me, and I don't know for sure, but once he takes damage, the more damage he takes, the easier he dies. So I like to keep him fairly well. Um, and then there is that first cryo turret right there. The Copperhead is also good for taking out this particular tank right here. This tank is shockable. And if he's headed for your Rhino X, he's not even going to think about your Copperhead. However, he can shoot air. That tank can shoot air. It says that if you're in the aura of the Rhino X, you're healing, but I actually do not see my air healing. I've never healed my air with the Rhino X that I can think of. So I'm not sure that it heals air. It's supposed to, but I'll have to continue to test that to determine if that is true. Couple more things I can take out over here on the right hand side with the copperhead. The copperhead's totally free repair right now. He's only taken a couple of minor hits. There is the one more cryo, which would be a problem for the Rhino X. Once the Rhino X gets slowed down, he can't shoot as quickly and he takes more damage. So, but the rest of this base is looking pretty good because now we've got the left side cleared out. I'm going to need to take out that other cryo, but I don't want to get too close. And I also am a little bit worried about the GEO turret right there, but I cannot get back there because there's a hunter and then there is that flak, the heavy flak right there. So we're going to see if we can get to the heavy flak. And of course, these three tanks come out. Yeah. Okay. Well, now that the heavy flak is gone, I should be able to get the GEO, and I can help the Rhino out there with my Copperhead, and take that GEO. The one I'm shooting right now is the GEO turret. I don't know if it's supposed to be a geo turret or what it is, geo positioning or I don't know what it means. But those are, you don't want the Rhino to go up against that when it's slowed down with cryo, because that could possibly kill it. Plus, it had the red support turret on it, which makes it, twice as hit twice as hard, 100% more damage. All right, we'll clear the hunters out, and then I can get in there and clear that last cryo. Like I said, it is possible, I think, that you could do this entirely with the Rhino X, and I'll do a test. I'll find out if that's possible. Maybe with the one Geo there, it's too much, because I know the Geo does massive amount of damage to the Rhino X. It'll, like, one or two hits will take you down to half health. And on this base, there's not that much that you can repair yourself with, so it may not be a good idea. This just seems to be working right here. What I want to do is find out if the Rhino does heal air, because there's not that much, like a few seconds damage on my Copperhead. And it would be nice to do a zero damage video for you. So I'm going to come around to this side because the round turret can shoot my air, I believe. And I want to get the tank to come out. And I want to shoot the little tank first. And then go for the round turret. And then the big tank, he cannot shoot me. Now we can get the railgun. And this base is pretty much done. There is the one more round CC right there, which will explode and hurt my Rhino X. So I'll take that out with my Copperhead. And then I'll sort of follow my Rhino with my Copperhead to see if in fact he can do any healing. And so the next video that'll come out, I'm going to be working on is the Officer 1 base. We do have a video out on that already, but it's not one hit, I end attack. So I'm going to try to do it in one hit, and I'm going to try to do it with as little damage as possible. In my opinion, it's a little bit more difficult to do than this number 2 base, because you're stuck with no ground whatsoever, just air. So we might be stuck on this event. Usually I figure out a way to do it one hit, but I don't know with the units that we have and just having air only, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that on this event, but we will try. We're going to try to continue to improve it. I've made some improvements there already, and I'll put a video out soon. I'll go ahead and I'll show you. My Copperhead is level 21, and he has all of his workshop. There's no options for his workshop. I'll show it to you. And then my Rhino X is max level and fully workshopped. But I hope that was helpful. Take a look at my other video, how I did Officer 1 on my test video, my first attempt, and it came out fine, but you have to end attack. All right, guys, hope it was helpful. See you next time.